Hello my darlings, it's Bella and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing a Q&A. You guys asked me some A's and I'm going to be giving you some Q's. That was the wrong way around. Do you guys like my glossy eyes? I did a copper glossy eye makeup tutorial. Actually, it's not a tutorial because I didn't film it. I did it on Instagram Live. Cool. I don't know. Are you guys into the glossy lid trend? What do you think? But anyway, let's go ahead and answer some Q's. Have you ever had a near-death experience? And oh my goodness, yes, the other night when I was driving to Kerry's house. So first of all, I was just like walking down to my car and I kind of like felt a bug fly on me and I was like freaked out, obviously. I was like, oh! And then I just like brushed it off me and I didn't think anything of it. I was like, okay, the bug's off me. But obviously after you get a bug on you, you kind of freak out for a little while and you're just like, there is still a bug on me, and you just have to like check your whole body. So I was kind of just like rubbing where the bug was and like rubbing my whole body. And then Mia and I were driving back to Kerry's house in the car and I kept like feeling something on my shoulder and I kept like going like that and feeling my shoulder and there was nothing there. And this happened literally like 4 or 5 times where I would just feel something on my shoulder and then I would feel it and I was like, okay, like chill out Bella, you're probably just over exaggerating, like it's a hair, like far out. But it wasn't a freaking hair. It happened again and I like felt it and I was like, that's it. So I ended up like feeling the whole side of my body and I went like this, like flicked, and I flicked this giant bug off of me, which was on me the whole car ride. I was driving 110 kilometers an hour, which is like really fast, and I like started swerving the car because there was a bug on me, which is so dangerous, but I didn't know what to do because I was like driving with one hand and I was like freaking out. I literally screamed, like I'm not joking. Mia woke up from her sleep because I actually screamed. I was so scared because it was like fucking huge and it made this like deadly sound. So gross. Anyway, I ended up putting my windows all the way down, which was, it was like freezing. So I was like freezing, had goosebumps, and it was like really loud because when you're driving that fast and your windows are down, it's so loud and annoying. And literally I was freaking out the whole way to Kerry's house. If that thing jumped out at me again, I would have most likely crashed my car. I wouldn't have known what to do, would have been trying to get it, like swerving all over the house. I felt like I was gonna die. I was actually so terrified and I had like a 25-minute drive to Kerry's house and it was the worst experience of my life. Obviously not quite a near-death experience, but I felt like I was gonna die. What's on the top of your bucket list? I want to go skydiving so badly. I have always really wanted to go like skydiving or bungee jumping. No one wants to come with me and I can't do that stuff alone. I actually don't even know if I believe in it or not. I'm really skeptical on the whole paranormal thing. I don't really know if I can believe in ghosts or whatever. I'm super skeptical, but if you guys do, that's really cool. I would love for you to let me know in the comments down below if you guys believe in paranormal activity or paranormalness, or if you've ever had any paranormal experiences. I would love to hear that in the comments down below. I will let you guys know what happened to me, and I don't think this is like a hugely paranormal experience and it can probably very easily be explained, but it was super scary to me at the time. So I was in here literally filming a makeup tutorial and Mia was in here with me and she was kind of like waiting at the door as if she wanted to go to the toilet. So I let her out to go to the toilet and I was waiting at the door for her, just like sitting there on my phone. And then all of a sudden I heard this, like it literally sounded like this. Literally that exact sound on my window, which is right in front of me. I have a window and it sounded like it came from that window. So I like, my heart all of a sudden was just like and just like freaked out. So then I got up and I like looked outside and there was no one there. So then I like got Mia to come back inside and I freaked out and I closed the doors and I went through and locked all of the doors because I couldn't see anything. I like checked all of the windows and there was no one there and it freaked me out so bad. Like I was actually so scared, and I think that's like pretty much the only thing that's ever happened to me, except for one time I was in my garage and there's no sensor lighting in my garage, and then all of a sudden the light turned on and I was like, what the frick, my house is haunted. The next question is, do you believe in aliens? This Q&A is getting a little bit weird, but 100% there has to be aliens. If you don't believe in aliens, I'm sorry, but what are you doing? Aliens are 100% real. Like, our universe is so freaking huge. There has to be some other form of life. Like, it is literally never ending. There is an endless amount of planets in the universe, and you want to tell me you don't think there's any single one of these billion planets that can have another life form on it? They may not be like the aliens that you typically think of with like the big green or grey heads and little weird arms, but 100% there is another form of life in this universe. You mentioned you wanted an older dog. Will you be getting one anytime soon, or would 4 dogs be too hard to handle? I am getting a new dog soon. I'm not adopting any more dogs, but I'm going to be fostering lots and lots of dogs once I move back into my granny flat. So if you guys don't know, Carrie and I are actually, we got the keys to our new house today, and we are moving out. We're renting for 6 months, and then we're moving back here, which might sound weird to some people. I talked about it on my Instagram live, and everyone was like, why would you move back? We're only moving out for 6 months until we get NBN here, and the granny flat is done, and the construction out the back has stopped because it's just so loud when I try and film. It's really annoying. And while we're out, we'll have nothing here in the granny flat, so we can just redo the flooring, finish painting, and have everything perfect for when we get back, and save up to buy a house, because we don't want to rent. We want to like save up to actually buy our own house. If you have kids, what would you name them? Okay, first of all, I don't want kids, but I have named some anyway. I haven't named any girl names because I don't know if I find any girl names interesting yet. I haven't found ones that I'm like, oh my god, I love. But 2 boy names that I found. One is Sebastian. I am just obsessed with the name Sebastian. I think that is the most gorgeous name for a boy. And also, my friend told me this one was bogan, but I just thought it was so cool. Zach with a X. I actually saw it on a number plate, and I was like, hey, you could spell Zach like that. And then I was like, wow, I would totally name my kid Zach with an X, because it's just cool. It's just a cool way to spell Zach, like X-A-K, you know what I mean? And then the kid would be like, Mom, what am I named after? A number plate, honey. What do you think happens when you die? Also, are you Italian? Yes, I am Italian, Costa Rican. But what I think happens when we die, I actually like think that there's nothing. Like, I think you just, that's it. Like, you don't, it's not like you just die and you see black. Like, I think there's literally nothing. Like, we are our brain. Like, literally our brain pilots everything that we are, everything that we do, the hand movements that I'm doing right now. That is all our brain. It is making me talk. It is fueling everything. Like, without your brain, you are nothing. So I genuinely think that when your brain shuts off, there's just nothing. It's just, that's it. It's just that you're gone. Like, that's what I feel personally. I know there's so many other beliefs out there, and I respect every single one, but that is personally what I think happens. I feel like that's probably the saddest thing to believe. Like, I don't believe that there's anything after death. I feel like that's probably the saddest and the scariest belief that you could have. But your most embarrassing moment. Okay, so this is really, really, it like pains me to think about, because this actually has to do with Kerry. Before me and Kerry were even a thing, before I even spoke to him, he was just kind of the cute guy on the bus at that time. And imagine if you kind of like thought a guy was really like cute, and then something fucked up happened in front of him. Like, you would just want to just shrivel up into a ball, right? Carrie and I, we lived really close together. We were literally like 2 streets apart from each other, and so we got off at the same stop on the bus. And this day was kind of confusing because the bus missed a stop, but people needed him to like stop at that stop. Like, they needed to get off at that stop to get home, and it was the stop before mine. So I kind of was confused as to what was going on. So he stopped, and then I like freaked out, and I was like, oh shit, this is my stop. So then I started running to get off, and he closed the doors on my arm. My arm had my bag in it, so I was just holding my bag like that, and the doors literally closed like right there, and my arm was just inside the bus doors. Thank God the guy didn't start driving away, because that would have been freaking painful. But literally all the people inside the bus could see was just like my little arm with a bag attached to it. And Kerry was on the bus because he got off at the same stop as me, so he was waiting to the next stop, because obviously he was paying attention and knew that this wasn't the right stop. And I just never caught the bus again. That was just it. I just never caught it again. What were possible baby names your parents were going to name you? So my mum wanted to name me Astrid, and my dad wanted to name me Sophie. Can you guys imagine me as an Astrid or a Sophie? I cannot. Do you tilt your head or do you tilt the taco? My head, apparently. And that is all of the questions for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A. If you did, then please make sure to give it a thumbs up for me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!